Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 168 of the Real Top Series. I am Toasty FM, and we are back and better than ever. Well, not better than ever, but we've improved. For sure. As you know, you guys saw us struggle in the last episode versus Porto, and we've kind of been working since then on just being a better team. Working hard, working through our issues, and it has been hard. It has been hard. We haven't been the best lately. So let's look at the schedule. So we did lose to Porto, as you know, a big loss. Then we came back against Pasch, and not the greatest game. Defensively excellent, and the defensive who got the goals, is who got the single goal. So happy with that. I would say overall quality was result. Then we went away to Benfica, another away game. Benfica have struggled lately. It looks like they lost to Sporting. They drew here, and that has put us back in the driver's seat as far as the title is concerned. We're even on points, but we have a game in hand. We're also 4 points ahead of of Porto. So I think we're definitely in a great place to get in there, to get at least top 3 for sure. I think a win today would put us 10 points ahead of Sporting, and that would put the top 3, out of everybody's hands, as well as, win today would be excellent, kind of making sure that we stay in that first spot. A loss today would definitely hamper that. But like I said, the game against Benfica was really good. Aguirre got the equalizing goal, and he worked through it, and we got through it, and we got that result away from home, which is really well done. Now transfers. As you know, there was a transfer window since the last episode. First of all, we have some pre-transfers in there. Anxo Da Costa, a right winger, very good player. We actually sold one of our wingers, so I'm actually going to talk about that in just a second. See if you guys caught that earlier about who is still here. But I actually tried to bring him in on for now, but they wouldn't allow me to bring him in before on a deal now. So I had to settle for a pre-contract and actually brought somebody in on loan as that backup. So he's a very good player. I'm looking forward to bringing him in the summer. We also brought in Ramuel Harris, a player that plays for Arsenal, Barbadian, I think is his nationality, Barbadian, from Barbados, and a very good player, center half. Considering we've struggled really, I think to bring in quality center backs, to bring him on a free, on a pre-contract, I think he's going to be a very good player for us, and I hope that he comes in the summer next year and does some great work for us. Now, as far as who are outs, outs and ins, let's actually look at that right now. So since the last episode, Gabionetta went to Fatima, who are now our associate club, so we'll be loading them out. Ochoa is the player that we sold. First of all, I think he's never really developed as more of an attacking winger, which is a problem. We only sold him for about $800,000, so we didn't actually spend that much on him in the first place. So not really losing much. Sold him for a profit. And I know he's versatile, which I liked, but that versatility almost became an issue because I couldn't develop him in that attacking right winger spot because I had to bring him in sometimes in at. I felt the need to bring him in in the center of midfield as an attacking midfielder, and he wasn't getting that place. And the bid was fine, I thought, and I let him go. And I thought that was a fine move. And honestly, I didn't really rate him. I didn't think he was that good of a player for us. So for me, it wasn't that big of an issue to actually sell him. So with that, we needed to bring in some help there. Also, we loaned out Abdurrahim to Stade Brest, and he's a really good player. I think he's gonna be a player for us next season, for sure, or at least be in the first team. Now ins. First of all, we have Fabricio Meidola from Internacional, center midfielder. May develop into something, I'm not sure, but brought him in for very cheap. For that cheap, might as well take a risk on him. I was hoping on actually loaning him out, but he kind of refused the loan deal, so which is kind of disappointing. But then we brought in Luis Morena on a free. Was playing in Uruguay, I believe, or Mexico. So he was on a free after their season for Club Leon. A very good player. He's gonna be behind Braga, I believe. I think he'll be there. For now, again, I wanted depth. He's played 16 times for Uruguay. Uruguay is no slouch. He's 25. So I think he's a really good player. Bring him in on a free. He's worth $9 million. He's listed as rotation, so he shouldn't be expecting much more than that. But I think he's a really good player. Has played one game for us off the bench, and with Philippe Swaj getting up there in age, I think, and and some other players, some youth players, still not ready there. To kind of come in and really be a player in the squad, and for free, why not bring in a guy that's this good? For me, no brainer. Because of selling Ochoa, we had to bring in a right winger. Like I said, I wanted to bring in the Costa. It didn't work out, so we ended up bringing Cavalier on a loan from Anderlecht. I don't think he's gonna be playing much. But we needed him. He's not going to be playing in Europe, unfortunately, because he's cup tied, which is disappointing. But there wasn't much time really to make the necessary moves. So Cavalier was probably the best player we could bring in, and that we could bring on loan, and we have Becker. I think Becker will be fine for Europe. If he does get hurt or if he is out with a yellow or red, that might be a problem, but I think we'll be fine either way, and we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So yeah, guys, that's the ins and outs. Overall, I think we did some good business. Like I said, the Ochoa deal, I don't think we're missing much. I think we brought in Da Costa, who was a good player. Brought in Moreno, which is a good player. I think we've done some great business, actually. And we turned a profit this season, which is interesting. 7 million out, 6.5 million in, so 500,000. And overall, pretty happy with that. Now let's get into the game. It's against Braga, who are no slouches. It's gonna be tough. They're actually not having a great season, but even with that, I wouldn't put it past them to make it very hard for us to get through today. So yeah, guys, let's look at the lineup and get into the game. All right, guys. So this lineup for today's game, despite that loss against Porto, that huge loss, 3-0. I think we've actually been playing a little bit better. And like I said, we actually do play better against the better teams. We are very much in that Liverpool state where we play really well against the big teams, and we can struggle against some of the smaller teams, and that's something that I might have to focus on. I might have to change. I might actually add another formation there, something where we control more. Maybe we're a little more attacking than we are currently. I don't know if I'm gonna do that right now in the season. I mean, we have struggled, but we're top of the table. So, and we've already played. And the only big three team we have left is Sporting. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I may add that formation, but I just don't think it'll be right now. But yeah, this is the team, our best 11. You guys know who these guys are. Again, we're midweek. It's a Wednesday. We have a game against Phil Millisong on a Monday, then back to the Europa League next Thursday. So, I mean, and that's why we need to bring in players, because we have to have a little bit of rotation. So expect possibly some different faces against Phil Millisong. That might happen, but enough talking. Let's just get into the game. It's going to be, like I said, it's a big game against Braga. And, we're going to need a result, a point. Obviously, we want the 3 points, we want the victory. Just in case something happens with Benfica. And, because I want us to put as much distance between us and the other teams. Because, as much as winning the title would be a dream for us, just finishing top 2, confirming our place in the Champions League group stages, would equally be impressive in my mind. It would really be excellent, and that's what I really want. I want us to keep moving forward, and being in the Champions League group stages would be a definite sign of that. So here we go. Into the game. I actually changed a couple things. I don't know if you guys... Did I talk about that last episode? I don't think I did. I changed things around. I put the latest scores here on this left-hand side because I want to check out the formations, making sure we're adapting to other teams now, which I think we haven't done a good enough job with, is teams kind of adapting to us playing and for us adapting to them. Highlight here, Becker going down a run on this right-hand side. Fullback did a terrible job there. LEL, Gouveia, that's not good enough. But the fullback was terrible there. Becker completely just blew right past him. If we see that a couple more times, that might be something we might want to exploit, because the fullback was laying off Becker. Becker had all the time in the world to, take his time, do a little, something and get past them. And we were unfortunate not to score. Gouveia had time there. LEL found him, and he could have probably done a better job taking a shot, try to score with the head for some reason, which is never probably going to happen. So 25 minutes into the game here, and we're dominating the game, but haven't really, earned anything from it, which is an issue. I think we haven't. That worries me slightly. I don't think we're a team that can, weather that kind of storm. I think I don't think we have some quality players, but I don't think we have, players that say like, we're struggling, but we expect the goals to come, and that's maybe something I should do here. Keep going out there and you can still win tonight. I think that's definitely a thing. I think the players reacted well there, and I think that's exactly what we needed. We need the guys to know that, hey, we're you know, we're dominating the game. This game is ours for the taking, and as long as we, you know, do our jobs, that'll exactly be what it'll be. Highlight here, LEL. He's brought down. Flavio Marcelo scores with his right foot. He is the left back. That's his first goal for Union Leiria. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And we go up 1-0. I mean, good job here, LEL. Aurelio finding Flavio Marcelo. And yeah, with his right foot and a really, really great strike with his right foot. Wasn't expecting that. Left back for his first goal to be with his right foot. Very nice. I'm very happy with that. And on the other side of things, it looks like Porto are tied. So a win today would put us 6 points ahead of Porto in the as well. So, or they just maybe I should just shut up. God, I need to shut my mouth, man. So a little bit past an hour here, and they're getting back into the game slightly, but really haven't challenged in any way. I think we've still been very much the better team. You know, not even close, I would say. And time to make some changes, I think. Aurelio's looking slightly tired. Let's bring on Morena in there. What's Morena? Not Moreno. In there, get him some time. Maybe not his spot. You know, he'd want to play as a deep line playmaker, but he'll get some time out there. And Sangare will get some time as well in his natural number 10 spot. Another highlight here. Marcelo Sangare here. Guide is going to turn, probably going to take a shot. I can feel it. Ooh, and I thought I took a deflection. But good turn there. Would have liked if he had maybe played it off or something like that. Coming to make a last substitution here. I think I'm going to bring on Paul Indiu. I'm really trying to just like make him happy just via playing time. I know he's like 17, 18 now, but he needs to. But I mean, I really want to cash in on him. He's such a good player for his age, and can be a really big player. I mean, Juventus were all over him in this window, and that's why he got mad, because I was denying every offer from Juventus, from Milan, Inter Milan. By the way, and even other teams in Portugal who I mean, were offering 600, 700,000 for this guy that's only played twice, and he's an 18-year-old. And I basically said, hey, if you want him, you need to spend like 5 million, 10 million, because I think that's how good he is. But back to the game. Well, that was done, but we got the victory, which is really great. Another 1-0 victory. Maybe not lighting up the world as far as goals go, but defensively solid, and 3 points. Alright, guys, so let's look at the upcoming schedule. Actually, it worked out really well. So, Familsong, Villarreal, Oriental, and then we're going to come back against Villarreal in the second leg. It's going to be away from home. In Spain, and hopefully we'll be going through in that leg. I don't think we've gotten past the second round. I think we have one. So I think that's the time we got knocked out versus Tottenham. But actually, let's see who is the we are the favorites in that game. So I think we're gonna show our quality in that game. So, yeah, guys, I mean, that's really all I have to say. We're top of the table. That's all that matters. Top table again. And, so yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and take care of yourselves.